aggressive here. Long angles always favors the attackers because the damage done at fire rate as well as the zoom scopes. And Wizard, he says yes indeed it does. Gets the early pick onto Yogg. He's off the board. Goyo gone for the round.
Very first pick coming in for Ninjas in Pajamas. They were very good in that Rogue matchup, and, well, continuing that trend right now. Fascinated to see the way that Spirits plays this M870 shotgun and how close he can get. Jaeger isn't quite the 3-speed nimble lad that he used to be, so the M870 cannot wreak as much havoc as you would imagine.
Yes. One could imagine the damage done here. Not seeing it yet, though. What was that? Oh.
Are you okay?
No, I just... I caught, like, your hand out of the corner of my eye. I was like, what was that?
Was my hand moving?
Yeah, I just couldn't know what it was doing.
Well, easily surprised. Wow. You're either too caffeinated or under caffeinated.
I think I'm both at this point. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't think that's how it works.
Oh, it is. It's like a fluctuates. Kind of like your blood sugar, Parker. Kind of like that.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Just draw attention to it here, why don't you?
I'm sorry. Can't avoid it. It's the reality that we live in.
This is a little strange thing to see Wizard on that 0 with the MP7 in hand. The shoddy Bugatti of Kino taking engagements. The FO12 in the hands of Ella on the main stairs. Yuzi will heal himself back up. A fall off from Ninjas in Pajamas is now they're going to head over towards blue. Look at who's there. Spirits. Long range, just continue to chip away. And he doesn't have the down. Now he does. Confirmed. An M870 kill on blue stairs. Not as unorthodox as you would think. 20 seconds to go. Almost an unfortunate team kill it looked like was about to be occurring in front of our eyes. 3v3 with Pino dropping right in the midst of the Viper's nest. Kino. Pistol out. Kino, can you do it? Yes, he can. Wizard in a 1v2. Gomez and Diaz, the two Brazilian duo on XSET. Last 3 players for XSET standing were all Brazilians, actually. Diffuser getting planted. This should be stopped here by Gomez. Wizard pops up. Excuse me. There you go. Diaz will shut him down. Doesn't know that he's got the down. Now he does. Well secured.
He's trying to get this.
Yeah, all right. Just hear some laughter break out.
Okay. Wait for it. Yo! That's not what I expected at all.
I saw the E and I was like,
was it EU?
Where is this?
Wrong. Pretty viable.
First kill goes to an actual mobile target. The Claymore as a jump out from Kino is not successful. Another will follow onto Yaga. We still have the Doc and the Rook.
Speaking of Claymores,
okay.
Kino walked into one just now.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you just said it.
That's what I said.
And I just said it too.
Thank you for underscoring the significance of that Claymore that was placed down. That was.
I don't know how he did it. That's like, how do you walk into Claymore in the first 30 seconds? That's what I wonder. I mean, he probably jumped out, I guess, or did he actually?
No, of course he jumped out.
He jumped out. I was just curious if that's what happened because I didn't see it.
No, they threw the Claymore into the building at him.
They could have like rushed into the lobby, put it down, walked out. Kino walks into ATMs, gets a Claymore. That's possible.
Very likely story. Ooh, the MP5's coming alive. Spirits with a kill on the Doc. Not quite a Thunderbird. Still has healing potential. Focus on the CEO take from Ninjas in Pajamas. But XSET are there to stop them in their tracks.
Always playing with the camera. Realize that no one's watching, so you can just creep up the main stairs. The Spirits, of course, promoted to Duck, as that 92 Dream Team meme was once upon a time.
Correct.
I like that meme.
I'm glad you did.
Spirits, not liking it very much, gets found out and taken out. No stims used, no stims in play anymore. Gomez next to follow up, leaving Diaz in a 1 versus 4. With that MP5 2.0 scope, can try and find a clutch for his team.
Living in Brazil. Oh, that's one of them, by the way. Diaz gunned down by Musi as Nip start things off. Pino takes some damage. More will be done. Musi's just in, by the way. Finds Yaga. XSET incapable of understanding that somebody's over by stock. Jump out. You won't do it. Psycho on an unorthodox repel that we don't see all that often. Spirits is down for the count. It could be a flawless round. We're 1 minute in. It's Gomez in a 1v5. Inside a conference room. A conference call. Okay, everybody get in here.
There
Flawlessly done by Kamikaze. Onto it. So, if you're XSET, what's your next step? You don't have a Maverick. All you want, I mean, you still have 2 more hard breachers, but how much the detriment of your team is losing the Maverick?
It's not a huge deal here. Server walls are soft. There's no kite on the board. You got, Hibana and Thermite. You really are in a fine position. The only thing is you lose half your grenades, half your explosives, and you lose a gun, of course. You trade it back on the cycle, so you're 4v4 effectively. XSET does a lot of choices to make here. Where do they attack from? Server stairs, main stairs. Also, they got to open up the hatch. I quite like this. Put a Runegate on the hatch in open area. It's going to force out 1 piece of explosive utility. Probably not the highest value thing to do, especially given that Hibana is open, who has both flashbangs and 2 Kyro pellets that can be used. But regardless, a neat little trick, if you will. Back in the earlier days of Siege, where people were a lot worse at the game, sometimes you'd see a bandit run upstairs and put a bandit battery on the hatch, and sometimes a Hibana would be careless, which is run to the hatch, pop the pellets, and then lose them to the bandit battery. Even I fell for that once in my time, way back. Pino now is gonna be in a hard place. He's gone. 30 seconds left. XSET, they get server control. They can now run down with those soft walls and start opening up them, and then start planting. Because they're soft, that's going to buy them time. But those Goyo canisters, well, they're going to have to plant with 4 seconds left or rotate to the hatch. That looks to be the case for Kino as he's running away.
Just wait out the fire before you drop on down. Flashes in to discombobulate. And then Kino will drop blind himself. Taking damage as he now goes shelter by the soft wall. Wizard shooting through. Diaz goes down to Kamikaze. Will he be able to pull this off? Yes, he does. Nip springing into action. They're losing out on all counts. It's now just Yaga to be finished off, and suddenly Nip comes ahead of the brawl that ensues, and they tighten things up. XSET, 4 rounds. The recoil buff onto Zoph's AR again. What would the meta look like if Zoph just didn't have a place? Well, I mean, look no further than what XSET is doing right now. Pino is asleep up top on Banana. Diaz punishes him from outside of the lobby, and we hit the halfway point of the round. XSET looking for match points. Getting that early pick is a good start. Oh, down goes Kino. UMP, a wizard, out-dueling the bolt-action sniper rifle of Kali is a bit of an odd stylistic choice, given the fact that usually that's not how it should work. But it did work that way.
Because it does. Sometimes it does.
I mean, at least expect it.
Yawk working the vertical angles, getting both the hatch and the floor, playing it safe in case of a C4, which there is one off in the pocket of Psycho down below, but Psycho is not quite in the right position, I think, to use it. Kamikaze used his earlier, so that's no longer in play. Of course, Pino and Kino. Now that is a tricky one.
Pino and Kino, baby.
Pino and Kino got traded out. With a minute left to go, XSET are slowing down on these rounds, not really hitting their shots right now from Yawk Dog. Gotta speed things up. Execute comes out rather shortly with 35 seconds left to go. Wizard has the angle hatch. Flashbang comes out. Good flashbang blinds the member. Grants the free kill onto Gomez. He's on the side. Finds 1, finds 2. Plant going down. Spirits find the 3rd in the round. Bomb goes down successfully. Kamikaze in 1 versus 4 has to clutch out for his team here, or else it's going to be 6 rounds on the board for XSET, but 1 against Mucket on Clubhouse, and we lost that game.
Why?
Because we didn't ban the Lion.
See, did you learn?
Yes, we learned.
We learned.
Banned ever since.
We learned indeed. Took a while for bans to come to ranked, but when they did, I'm sure a lot of the same people would be banning him out as well. Psycho goes down as Yaga soft destruction upstairs in conference room. There's a major upside to it. And now Cycle through the drones as half of the round is still to go. Is it the Oryx and Muzi right now playing inside of Electrical?
Yep.
Sure looks like it.
Yes, indeed.
That looks like his silhouette.
Let's see the drone it. XSET. They've been missing a few drones so far in this matchup, and they should have known by now. And if you
Sorry, excuse me, as it pushes the drone away.
Yep.
Pino falls to Kino. Another EE1D goes out. Prevents XSET from being able to refrag well. Now it's Kamikaze wading through the Kona stations downstairs. A Nitro Cell will be tossed up indiscriminately, but no damage done. And Adrenal Surge comes in. XSET cleaning up shop. Kamikaze in a 1v5 that becomes a 1v4. He sees yet another, but loses the duel. XSET end the match in the 12th round. 3 full points for the North American team. The only